Radius Strike without warning. But I strike first. Timeline frozen.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. But yet again, I said the thing, even though yesterday I'm like, I'm gonna do something different. Do something different for the intro. Still did it. Still did the exact same one. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hope you're doing all well. Hope you're all doing well. I can speak, say things. It's Friday. Yay. Today is gonna be good. Hey, Lip, welcome in. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. What the ideas? It's the design for the weapon layout. Hello, Indiana. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. First live. I'm sorry, and welcome in. Hello, good guts. How's it going, guys? Happy Friday. Yeah, we're gonna be doing the weapon ability screen. That's gonna be the plan today. I don't know if I want to make a new design for it. I probably wouldn't make a new widget specifically for those, though. I shouldn't reuse the card one, because that's just gonna be a mess. There's too much functionality there that's just not needed. So I'll probably, because I don't use hover, I don't use a lot of stuff. Hey, Narelle, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Now I'm talking about what we're gonna do right now. Going over that now. So yeah, we'll set up a new widget for that full display. So There's our design for it. And then we'll set it up. I was gonna just do this. Set up that. That's the design for it. Where we have the. This is going to be the showing what weapon you currently have equipped, and these are all going to be the 6 abilities, with left click being the showing the hold and the left click version. And I'm going to take the little icon in the corner. That is currently the tier icon, and I will change it to be. Hopefully, I can just make it the icon or the button basically that you press. You see what button you press, and then I'll just reuse kind of the same design otherwise of the cards, and go from there. We'll see if it works. Hopefully. Shall we get into it? I don't see why not. Let's do this. First of all, I probably need to close all of this. So just close all of this, we'll start fresh. Is there an update I can show you guys also of the model? Let's see. I can show a little bit of the model. Here. Ooh, the back and stuff is being worked on and figured out. Ooh. Oh, you guys are getting. What are you, Why, this is going to be the, weapon ability display. Or screen menu. Weapon ability display. So we want a few things. We need a common user widget for the weapon ability card. It sounds different for you, you know? Yeah, so stuff. Oh, you're trying to say like ooh? Is that what you're? Did you making the U like a ooh? I assume then. Normally that's written with O's in English. Yeah. Even though you would think that would be spelled with a U's. But UH is like and OOH is ooh. So don't ask me why English is the way it is. I couldn't tell you. It's weird. Let me actually just grab the card. And just grab some of the stuff from here. Because we can. Let's grab the card image. Don't need the border. Yeah, I need all of this. Card overlay single. I need all of this. Need the title. Grab you. Keyword icons. I do not need keyword icons. Don't need shop cost. Darken layer. Do not need. I see all this stuff. Let's see how this will copy, if it will. Ooh. Honestly, did not copy bad at all. I grabbed extra, didn't I? Or it grabbed extra. Don't need you. Don't need you. Yeah, okay, it grabbed everything because it grabbed the overlay. Fair, fine. That's fine. I can just delete the stuff I don't need. What is this tier? Display group. Oh, yeah. That's this. Yep, out title. We need split descriptions. We don't need. Don't need the dual switcher. There we go. And now we're winter. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'll just have it all be here. The only one that will be a little weird is the left click. So I guess here's step one, is figuring out, can I have, instead of these, input prompts. Can I have this? Let's make it smaller. Can I change the color of this, first of all? Text color? Yeah, no. Icon color. I love it when I change the colors of things and nothing changes. Appearance, color, and opacity. Aha! Okay. I kind of want to change the color of the text, though. Huh. Can I not change the color of the text? It says text color here, but this doesn't do anything. I'll let you styling local override. It's still okay, well, I can change the icon color, but text color doesn't do anything. Why? I would like to have it do something, though. Like, I specifically want the text to be visible. Or the icon, whatever it is, to be visible. Basically, I want the inverse. Oh, this is this text. This is this text. No. I don't want this text. I want the icon. I don't know if I can do that. We're gonna use an input action. Oh, first of all, actually, let me see if I can even let me actually see if I can even change this. Because if I can't change it dynamically, then I guess the rest doesn't really matter. Set input action blocking priority. Input action info. Set input action info. Make. Hey, yeah, I can do it. I can set it. Okay, good. So we can't overwrite this. Now, how do we change the look of this thing? I guess I could just go ahead and edit it. And let me see if I can give it the control that I want. What is what? So we have this. Oh, you know what? It's just an image with. Okay, so what we can do is this. We can add another image here. Behind. In the center, make it slightly smaller. And change the tint to be invisible by default. So this is going to be the font color, I guess. Or just font. Image tint? I don't know. So then we can go to pre-construct. Okay, I'm not going to mess with what's here already, so I'm just going to take this, do a sequence. And then we're going to, do I want a sequence or do I want a function? I guess I should just have it be exposed, yeah. I just need to do set tint, if I'm mistaken. Yeah. Set tint. Make. So default will be transparent. And this is going to be a text tint. I love that it is now not the right size. Okay, where's the size option? Styling. Key image size. I think it's this. Set desired size override. Yes. Probably just a little bit too big still. We'll see in a second. So if I now change the text tint to be black and full. Yeah, so it's too big. So I need to subtract however much. Let's try minus 5. Yeah, there we go. Minus 5 is not bad. I'm gonna try minus 4 just to see where it is. Yeah, minus 5 was actually, or not. Minus 5 might have actually gone the tips. So I see a little bit of an outline, and I don't know if that's from this or not. Let's just do 6. No, so that was not from that. Okay. 5 is good. Now, we can now adjust this back to be bigger. Oh, okay. So I need to actually do a multiplier in this, not a hard value. Okay. Multiply 0.8. Because otherwise it seemed like it was not 6. .67. 6.8. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now if I made this 30, it still works. 100 still works. Yep. 10 should work. Good. Okay. Yeah, multiplier is the better option. Good, good, good. Let's go ahead and adjust the position of this. Drop it down a little. So the question now becomes, I guess I should give it a tint. Do I not have the tint exposed? Oh no, it's the lazy image, what I'm saying. So these are the weapons. What background color do we want for weapons? Doesn't really matter. Let's just make it like a dark orangish red. That seems nice. And we'll move this back up now that I can see it with color. All right, so it would be like this. It's not ideal. What we could also do, though, is change the color of this. Ooh. This might work, this might not. Go back to you. Local override. It keeps the little outline. I want to get rid of this outline effectively. Is there any way? It's not going to be keys. It's not going to be that. It's almost like a shadow, right? Let's go back to this guy. So it is from the... Oh, it could be from the image. Not really. It doesn't really have a... It doesn't really have... Yeah, a border. So... What is causing that dark line there? Mesh interaction indicator. Okay, that's a smash indicator. Yeah, we don't need that. This is progress indicator. No, we don't need that. Retainer box. Skill box. Why is it inside a grid panel? I feel like there was no reason to put it in a grid panel. But, sure. I don't know if there's any way of me getting rid of that. Because I don't know what that's from. What I could try doing is changing this image. If I turn this to be collapsed, So this is not what's causing this. So this image is not what's causing this, because if I made it right, another color here, and then made it disappear. Oh no, it didn't disappear. Okay, never mind. Let's do tinting. This won't work because it's overwriting it. Yep, tinting that won't work. Really visible. Oh, hidden. No. How do I make it disappear in here for now? This works, but not in the compiled one. You know what? Translation. Move it down. We'll just move it out of the way. Okay, well, I need to also turn off this. Okay, so it is the reason for it. So the outline is from this. Boop. So there's not gonna be much I can do here. Like, you're not really gonna see it, but you kind of are. So in that case, do I... if you're gonna see it anyway, then you know what? Fine. Then we'll change the... Then maybe we will use different colors here. It's fine. Okay. So we're going to need a few things for the weapon abilities. Let's go to our data tables. Player weapons. And we're going to modify the struct. So we need a few other things. So, oh no, we need to change the attack animals one. No, not attack animals. I guess we just need a new... Yeah, in attack... I guess I should put it into the attack animals one. Or the character-specific weapon info, actually. It should be in the character-specific weapon info. Where does that live? What? Ah, here. S weapon hotbar info. Which then populates the icon on the cooldown. That's what we need to modify. S weapon hotbar info. Which isn't a data table, it's a struct, which makes sense. Okay, each one of these is a hotbar. Is this one? That's the one we need to modify. Okay. Found it. Okay, so in here we need to have now the input. What type is that, actually? Input action object reference. Thanks, Unreal. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. You're the best. That seems the same. Okay. Input action. Oh, there it is. Input action object reference. It's gonna be one of these, huh? Where I can't modify the struct again? Are we back to this? I thought we'd been over this. I thought we got over it. Can I... I can add a new struct. Probably. If it's not gonna... But I'd like to put it in there. Hold on, let's do input action. Save. Ability description. Type name. Save. What else am I gonna need? Ability title. Why are you crying? I'm not even changing anything at this point. I was just changing tabs. Happy Friday, guys. I get Friday's supposed to be a good day. Why is today so shit? Okay, well, this is why I was clicking save. Close you. Hey, face over face, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. And thanks. Okay. Input. Action. Object reference. Save. Okay, we saved. So if it crashes, we've saved the values. So we have the I don't really need to have the word ability in all of these. It's all they're all obviously the ability. I don't need to put the word ability in all of them. So you have the icon, the cooldown, input action, title, and description. What else do we need for this? I don't think there's anything. Input action goes here, description goes here, title goes here. Value of the ability will need to be set somewhere. Ooh. Where am I setting the damage numbers right now? Trigger hotbar button. But where do I... I don't think it's the attack combo. Because that just executes this. Oh, it's on the animations, isn't it? It's on the animations, isn't it? Yes. Is there any way of getting an animation and reading a notify inside of that animation? I don't think there is there? And I would need to get an animation and read a notify inside the animation and reading the value of a variable that is exposed in that. But something tells me I'm going to need to hard code that value. It's not a huge deal, but I'm curious. Let's find out if this is something that is possible to do. Is it possible to get an anim sequence, I believe it's called, find a notify or get a notify in it, and then read a variable that's set there in the detail panel. I assume it's not. I'm just not even going to save this. But hey, Blonde Bonsai, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What is EVD? It's possible. One of the most common and useful patterns in EV5. Oh, interesting. Custom blueprint anim notify plus exposed variable recommended. Create a blueprint class derived from anim notify or anim state. Oh, okay, no, it's thinking that I'm on anim notify. Read from anywhere. When you receive the no, so it's thinking the other way. I need to explain. Oh, I don't code. I don't. It's no C++ here. I assume that's the C++ version. I have no idea. It can't be an event. I just need to read the value. It's the animation is not playing. I know what the animation that it will play is, but I need to basically tell it grab this animation and read this and read a value. So it's a little different than just obviously from notify I can notify it, but I'm not playing the animation. I just want to know a value set in it. No, but I want it during playplay. Yeah. But I want to know during gameplay. I'll just specify what I'm actually doing. I have the attack damage set in the animation. I want to know that value even before animation plays. You cannot directly read per instance anim notify property values. So the answer to the question is no, which is what I thought. Okay. Because right now, the way my setup works is I can set the attack damage and values per animation. So different animations, right, will have different attacks, which obviously will do a different amount of damage. So I set that here. But if I want to now display that somewhere else, I guess now I need to do it more manually. So let's do a new variable then, and this is going to crash, isn't it? Yep, of course it is. Yeah, let's try this again. God, I hate structs. Structs are both great and the worst thing in Unreal. Okay, well, there's Movie Render Cube. So there's always something worse, but they're close. Displayed damage scale value. And we'll say by default will just be 100. Okay. Okay. Also, can I editable save game value range slate range? Okay, I can't give it the like measurement type. I just remembered that when you have stuff here, you can give it a not category units. So you can do units here, but you can't do units here. This would have simplified things a lot for me if I could do units. That's not going to simplify that much. It's still going to add a pen string. I want to simplify something. Okay. Yeah, it's still the best. This is all the displayed stuff. So I'll need for the ability, I'll need to update in 2 locations, which isn't ideal. Which isn't ideal. Yeah. Yeah. I sent the information through. So I would need to basically intersect the information, and it would just become a mess if I didn't keep it this way. Okay, fine. It is what it is. But we now have all the info, so let's go back to player weapons. Wait, not you. You. There we go. Okay. What are the hotbar attacks called? Hotkey, not hotbar. Hotkey. Hotkey 1, hotkey 2. Why is Unreal just crashing today? How many crashes has that been? It's been more than half a dozen, right? It's been more than 5, I think. It really just doesn't want me to do anything. It's like, hey, it's Friday. Just take the day off. Why are you doing this? Yeah, so now there's the... I was like wondering where the ability icons disappeared to. Well, it's crashing, that's why. Okay. Hotkey. 1. 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it's not 4. This is 4. How'd I skip one? This is 3. This is 2. How did I manage to skip the first one? Good job. Yeah, heavy attack is attack alt should be. And light attack should just be attack. Save. I'm not going to do all of them just yet, but so let's set up this. So this is going to be just save. Heavy. Description. Let's do weapon attack does bear damage. I'm gonna just do this as I'm gonna give them a number for the names. The numbers are gonna be wrong. Don't worry about it. That's all for testing. Okay, all the information is in. So now we need to let's make the widget that actually is going to appear and show everything. We just need a regular common user widgets. I need a grid panel, and I'm also going to need one of the cards. So this needs to be wrapped with a horizontal box, and the first one here is going to be that card. It might be on the left, it might be on the right, I'm not sure. I need this to scale, so set this to auto. Wrap with a scale box. I probably shouldn't do scale to fit Y. I should probably do manual. Or if you did a weird scale with your monitor aspect ratio, it would be a problem. So let's do user specified. And also, I need to leave room on top. I just remembered. So I actually want to do custom. 1920 instead of by 1080, let's do like 980, I believe, something like that. I think that'll be more accurate. We can check how much room we actually take up on top. If it's not 100, inside of the collection view here. How big is this? $68. Okay. So in that case, we need to do 1080 minus 68. We can go from there. Okay. Hey Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Which idea is being implemented right now? The display for the weapon abilities. So this right here. This is going to be showing the weapon you have currently equipped and the base ability of it, as well as the 6 abilities that it has in terms of your attacks and what it does and how much damage it does. Generate cards. Or generate yeah, ability. It's weapon ability cards. Now I just want to. I'll probably just reuse what I had previously, honestly. Copy. Actually, yeah, just it doesn't need to do any sorting of the cards, so that's fine. Yeah, we're not doing that. We don't need any of this stuff. We don't need this. We do need to not even do an array. We need a for loop, I believe. We're going to need to get the information from the stuff. Let's go pull up the UI, the main hub, or HUD rather, because we were pulling up the information for this. Is it not here? I guess it's inside of here that I actually filled this in. Yeah. That's the abilities. No, we want... Here we go. Get the weapon. Grab the data table and get the value, and then we go from there. There we go. That's what we want. So, I'll just grab you for now. Damn it. I just wanted to just grab you. I just wanted to set the type for the value. There we go. Okay, so here we have all of these. I can't loop on them, I guess. I wish you could just, when you had a struct, I wish you could just grab a specific one each time. So I guess I need to actually do a manual break and stuff on it. So we're going to need the input action title, description, and this. We're going to need all of these. Okay, we're going to do for all of them. So this is not going to be a thing. Column and row need to be global variables then. Or should I just move it here? Just move it. I don't know why I did underscore L underscore R, by the way. I couldn't tell you. Bro. Column, and this is row. Column. We good? Good. We don't need a max columns variable because that's just gonna be always gonna be 3 because we're planning to do 3 by 2. We are not gonna need this. This needs to not be here because that would be bad. This needs to happen basically at the beginning of this. And then we can just do a... We could probably put it into this whole thing into a function. This is not going to be anything time-based, so... Yeah, let's do collapse to function. Oh, no. What here does not like... What does it not like? Oh, it doesn't like this because it's not plugged in. I think it doesn't like having multiple basic inputs. Yep. Generates all ability or all weapon ability cards. We ran into that before. Okay, so then it's gonna clear it, make sure everything's good. It's gonna get the information. All right, get all this. And then here, we just need to put it into an input. So we need the hotbar variables as an input here. I'll obviously do that for all of them. Okay, so then here, well, this is going to be the weapon ability card. We don't need to set the card info. I mean, we will, but all of that is going to be its own thing. Okay, so it's going to add the slot to the grid. Then it's going to give it the padding. Let's do 5 and 5. And it's going to adjust the columns accordingly. And if it's greater than 3, then, yep, it goes to the next one. So, theoretically, we have 6, I believe. Let's actually do this on pre-construct. So we can see it. Good start. I love that. I love that nothing happened. To be fair, I don't know if it can do this during an editor, so it's not exactly fair. Oh, it also would help if I plug things in.
Ads detected. Pausing for capitalism.
Thanks, Ryan Reynolds. You probably don't forget to plug things in. There we go. Just need to adjust the values now. We need to adjust the scale of them, and yeah, go from there. I guess if the scale is 10, 12, divide by 2 with like 15 padding. So they should be like 490 tall. Hopefully that's going to be just big enough that I don't need to have the big display. Because I just realized that we don't have the big display, like where you can just go over and it's going to give you the big preview. Because I hopefully it's being half of the vertical screen. There's so few cards here. Hopefully that's not going to be a complaint by anybody. For the other ones are like at least 3 tall. So I feel like for those, maybe it'd be harder to read. But these, I'll make bigger text and everything. And then we'll be all good. Hopefully. By the way, I was at the grocery store today. And I saw the Korean strawberries are still there. They're now gone up by $2. So I got a good deal. Apparently, they've already gone up, not down. They were like $25 and $5. They were effectively $5 off if you had their membership thing, which is free to sign up. It's their, club card. But now it's $22 with the club card. So I was tempted to buy the $5 strawberries. They look better. Okay, let's go. Let's go back to you. So the height, I need to do 490 divided by 22. 1.5. Let's just multiply by 1.5. Then we need to adjust all the values. Well, first let's see if this is the right size, I guess. Oh, right, but then this needs to be smaller. That would make sense. So if I multiply by 1.5, it's almost right here. I probably just need to just change the padding on this, honestly. If I did something like this, there's a good amount of padding on the sides here. Let's do... this. We don't need this anymore, right? Oh, it's only right that I did this. 5, 5. Let's do 5 on all sides. First of all. There we go. So that's more of what I was expecting. Yeah, I don't have a lot of room on the left and stuff. Let's make this offset from the left. Can I, you know what? Instead of that, I just select the horizontal box and I just say center. And then we just add a a gap here. Can I do it with that with padding here? Yeah. Okay. not terrible. Give it a background of something. Okay. Now, I don't have a way of actually populating this very easily either. Because whenever I set the weapon, I'm going to need to populate this information. Okay, but now that the scale is right, we can go back here and adjust all of this accordingly. So, size box. Tended to make this bigger as well. Just because I can. But I feel like there's really no reason to. But I think I will. Scale box. These are specified. 2. Again, it's just because we can. Not because we should. Usually not the way you do it. Do I just hard override the font here? No, I think I still want to use the... Oh, this is a common text block. This isn't a rich one. Okay. This is the rich one, right? Yes. Do I want to just overwrite it? Make it easy. Oh, I'm going to need to set it anyway. Let's overwrite it. Just make it easy. Override default style. Oh, it overrides the, yeah, the default style. Yeah. This. Never mind. I'm just gonna adjust accordingly. Where's the wrapping here? Okay, this wrapping needs to be rep text at when its length exceeds its width. This value is 0 or negative, no wrapping occurs. What happens when we make this bigger? I wonder. Car text formatting. Let's add another one here. We could try just default large, honestly. Well, this is just incorrect because we're not really using... now let's make a new one. This is going to be specifically for weapon ability description. Let's do like 18. Should be considerably easier to see. There we go. Okay. It might be a little too big. Once we have everything in here, it might be a little too big. Let's do like, I don't know, 16. And then we'll do ability variable. Actually, let's do a duplicate this one. And this is going to be just one higher, because if I recall, I'll make them always one higher. Yep. Okay. So that will populate better. Let's do like 275, 270. Okay. So what we need to do is set all the values for everything. So let's make a new thing. This is set card info. Is going to need the input that we provide. Do we have it all together still? Yes. Yeah. So you send through the S weapon hotbar. Actually, no, I'm not going to send it through. Just going to make this a variable and expose it. That is much simpler then, because it needs to always generate anyway. Did I not do the right thing? That's one hotbar. Oh, variables. I grabbed the wrong one. I don't think we need you anymore. This one. Did I? Oh, this is a hotbar. Okay. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Yep. So the event graph here on construct, we can do, it's a card info. Right. And we'll have this access to this right away. And this is just going to take the information. So it immediately will just unconstruct, it has the values and just uses them, populates it. No functions to be run. There's no reason for that on this one. Okay, so set text. Wait a second. Is this not name? To text name. Wait, what did I just select? It isn't. Oh, I made a name. God, I'm stupid. I made a name. I meant to make it text. Good job, mate. Good job, mate. Okay, let's see if it Let's save everything. Let's see if it crashes. Not this one. Text. Yep, there it goes. Ah! Thanks, Unreal. You're the best. So good. Just so good. Text. How many times are we going to attempt to do this before it sets it as text? Let's count. This is 2. Let's all count together. Three. Do I need to close some? Do I need to close some stuff? What's the problem here? I'll close this and this. And I'll also, because this on the event graph, generating it's getting the data tables. Also, I'll close this as well. Just close everything. Close the player. Close the character base. Okay, there we go. I saved. I changed it and I saved. It's fine. It didn't crash now. It's set. It'll recompile right now, just fine. Text. There we go. Okay. Open you. Good. Okay. Don't need icon, don't need cooldown. Input action goes there. This is combat. Then we have the description. Your set text is different. Why? Oh, because it's rich text. Okay, so we need to do a few things here. We need to convert to string. Then we need to do a replace from variable to this value, but we also need to append some stuff here. Which is the formatting of that we needed. So this is going to close off the previous one and then do Weapon ability variable. It's gonna do this, and then it's gonna reopen weapon ability description, I believe it was. Hopefully I'm typing this right. And then we need to append here as well, something similar. Beginning is weapon ability description and ends with the close. All that goes into text again. Okay, I think I got it right. I should probably just open it and just double check. Yeah, that was right. Hey, Starman, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh my god, I'm the best. Okay. Save. Pile. Da-da-da-da. Theoretically, can I just do this on event reconstruct? Hey, that's working. I think a few things. We need percentage value here, but it's working. So we need to do a append here to do a percentage sign. And then do we want it to be can I think I need to do to text and then to string if I want to remove the decimal point from the float. To text. Number of fractional digits 0. And then we can do to float. And this basically, I mean, I can do just, I can also just do to int. Just thinking about it. To integer. To int 30. Float to int. Why do I not have a float 32 or int 32? Oh yes, round. Just round. What am I doing? My brain is clearly not. I'm clearly being stupid. I don't even know why I played. Hey, look, it says just 50%, which is what I'd want. Your AI, aren't you? Your friend realized you say the same thing over each time you enter? That's right. I am AI because I say the same thing over and over. And it's definitely not because all streamers do that. It's because all streamers are AI. You figured us all out. Each one of us is AI. Every single one. That's why we don't mind answering the same question over and over and over. Because it's a machine answering. Oh, she doesn't care. Okay, let's try actually setting up the descriptions. Okay. Smash the ground. In front of you. How descriptive do I want to be? Do you want to describe what the ability looks like? Maybe. But like, I don't need. We're all IA. Not good enough to be AI. Just IA. What do we want to? Press the ground in front of you. Weapon ability does blank percent base damage. I don't know what the best one here is for abilities. You know what? When in doubt, let's get some opinions. I'm making weapon ability descriptions. Game is inspired by Hades, Path of Exile. Should I explain what the ability looks like, or just the attack, or something else? Example, smash the ground in front of you. Dealing, 500% weapon damage. Or I guess let's give it just this. Actually, that's probably what I want to do. But, yeah, see what it says. Because I'm trying to think of the alternative, what I would say, but it's a concise mechanical descriptions focus on the action and effects, like for example, but add a brief visual and sensory flavor to enhance the clarity. So it's pretty much what I was thinking. Pure mechanics, your style work great as baseline, especially scannable, blah 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 blah. Avoid full VFX breakdowns, so flavored action, slam the ground, unleashing fire shockwave that deals. Okay. So. Okay. How would you describe one where you slam down and rock spikes basically appear? I don't know how you describe the rock spikes. I'm terrible with stuff like this. I ain't a writer. Or Erupting the ground with piercing rocks. Rock sprites for a certain damage. That's not bad. Okay, so that's kind of what we want to do, huh? Slam down in front of you. Summoning rocks, unleashing rock spike. Unleashing is probably bad. Not bad. Unleashing. I can always change it later, and I probably will. Piercing enemies with I don't know, rock spikes for blank damage. So it'll be that. Slam down in front of you, piercing. Or should it be something like pierce enemies with rock spice in front? Should I say in front of you or in front of the player? You are the player. Let's try pierce enemies with rock spikes. In front of the player for big damage. Let's try that. So it will be just around the player. Or I guess surrounding. There. Pierce enemies with rock spikes surrounding the player. Or just around the player. Surrounding? Around? I guess this one should be just different. It should be like surround the player with piercing rocks that deal. There you go. Unleash a fiery blade that travels a considerable distance, dealing blank damage. Blank base damage. Create, or I guess cause, multiple they're not really volcanoes, they're cause multiple mini eruptions successive eruptions with each blast dealing base damage. Okay. Then we have light and heavy. So this one's gonna be basic light weapon attack that deals blank base damage. It's gonna be 100, I believe. And this is going to be same thing, but instead of base light, it'll be base heavy weapon attack. Maybe I should give it more descriptive. Instead of base or basic. Let's do swing your sword in a large arc in front of you. There we go. Dealing percent base damage. And this is going to be swing your sword in a small arc in front of you, dealing. So it's very similar. So this is going to be heavy swing, light swing. This also has technically a. Ooh, can I not put like a second line in for the description? I want to press like enter or shift enter to like make a new line. How did I make a new line? I should code that in myself. Okay. Yeah, what are we calling this? Let's call this lava burst. Bolt and slash. I mean, the one in front of you, I could just call it rock smash. It's not a great name, but what about all around? Rock smash in all direction. No. What are we gonna? Rock vortex. I don't know. Hey, stop. Start with the autosave. Okay. Let's start with this. Now, a couple of things. We need to adjust the ability, the attacks of the player for the, because I still haven't. Stop playing. Let's go and pull up the spreadsheet I got. Okay, so I believe I had, yeah. So the forward slam, 23 to 30 seconds. So we can just make it, let's adjust. So this is going to have 25-second cooldown. And it's going to do, no, I kind of want this. I want to probably change the which one's which. Hold on. Forward slam is the spike forward. Is it? Wait. Long narrow beam is attack 3. Multi-hit forward is ability 4. This is ability 1. Okay, so this should be the biggest one, for sure. So I guess I'm gonna leave them in order. So the left one will be the one they use the most, and then the right one, so 1 to 4, will just go in order. So what we're gonna do is, this one is 10-second cooldown. Let's do 12. 10 to 15 seconds. Do I want to lean on the low side or the high side on this? I think it'd be more fun to lean on the low side. 10 seconds. 450%. Next one will be 16 seconds. Let's do 16 seconds. And this is going to do 600. So it's less distance, but it's surrounding you. So I think that's fine. Then this one, which does a big straight line, has a 23-second cooldown and does 750%. And this one, that is going to have the biggest cooldown at 35 seconds, is also going to do 975%. Yeah, we will adjust these values accordingly as we see fit in terms of like whether or not they're good values or not. So 4.5 on the Force Slam. So that's actually getting a nerf. Okay, so that one's definitely getting a nerf. The second one's getting, I think all the other ones are getting a buff. This one's getting a buff. 6. This one's getting a buff. So 5. And this one's getting a massive buff. Dear God. That last ability is going to be real good, but it's very hard to hit, except on like bosses, so. So let's actually just take a look to make sure that's all working in general. And then we'll see about the abilities as well. I guess I can take a look at the abilities right now because I'm just have it plugged in, right? So let's come here, compile. Oh, we also need to set the image. Oh, did I not set the damage on you? 450, 600, 750. Oh, and what is the base attack? Base attack is 100. And this one is 300. Okay. Okay. Let's let me actually see about the card image. Set brush from easy texture. This is not gonna fit well. Okay, this is gonna stretch effectively. Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, that doesn't look great, does it? Like, it's not the end of the world. But it's not great. Okay, I'm gonna think about this, but I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. What I could try doing is how is it? Oh, it's because it says full size. So if I did, if I did, it's still the full size. Why is it still the full size? Why are you still taking the full size of this? You're not even told to take the full size of this. You're set to align. Oh, is it because it's bigger than the card, so it's doing that? Ah, okay. So what is the size box set to? 345? So if I set it to be 345, I guess minus the padding, which is minus 14. $331 by $331. That'll fit a lot better. And then for the time being, right, it's not ideal. It's definitely a lot better. I'm probably just making it a little bit darker. I mean, honestly, I think that works pretty well. Right? I think it's working pretty well. Let's go ahead and do the test that I already forgot about. I just want to see that the abilities cooldowns are working and all that good stuff. Come on, load it. You can do it. First time. Always the first time. There it goes. Okay, let's see how this was. Something tells me ooh. That's already wrong. Oh, don't tell me. I put the cooldown as... that's why. I was like, I could have sworn I put the value in here. I put it as the cooldown. Good job, me. 10 seconds. Like, that explains why I had a feeling that I set the damage, but it wasn't set. This is why you test. Alright, that looks good. This should do a ton of damage. Well, I think it doesn't do a lot of time damage the first time because in editor it always doesn't load properly, but this is already off cooldown. So is this. The other one's cooldown still going, and the cooldown's actually pretty good. I'll definitely have the first one up by this point. Did I miss? Their health needs to be adjusted for sure. Because, well, to be fair, it's not their health needs to be. I still need to go and redo how the packs work because we're going to be doing elites, champions, and all that good stuff. So, we go find a elite mob. It's one of the big guys. It's the big guy. Give me any big guy. Give me one big guy. Okay. Okay, no big guys. Really? There we go. There's one. Oh, that attack does a lot of damage. I mean, to be fair, the plan is to have the lead packs and the champion packs have a lot more health. Right now they don't. Most regular mobs are going to be very easy to kill, though. We're doing a full rework of stuff. I already got. I made spreadsheets. Yeah, obviously, we'll still need to be tested, but I made spreadsheets. Just leave for that. Okay. Next. This thing. So this needs to show your weapon, your current weapon. How do we do that? I think what we need to do is every time you equip a weapon, it needs to. Now we need to have that weapon's stats be saved. Probably just save it as a variable. Let me see. Set new weapon. Oh, I set it to weapon stats. Weapon stats gives me. It doesn't give me the card though. Right? Set the hotbar stuff, which gets me the weapon attack, which then gets me the icon on cooldowns. Again, I need the card. So Set new weapon. Oh, I was looking at the under initialization, that's why. I opened the wrong tab. This is just the animation preloading. No. Hey, it is under initialization. Where do I add the card? It's here, isn't it? Activate cards by tag here. So when we do this, we need to set that value or store it really. Greatsword Spell Bolt is doing set new weapon. So what I could do is add a thing here to store the value. Maybe. I can pass it through, then I have access to it here. Every time I set a new weapon, I should, I guess I could save it on the player, it's fine. This is going to be, current, weapon card info. Because this gets us the actual card information to populate. Also, I just realized this is the wrong card. This doesn't have a. This is not supposed to be an ability card. This should be a regular card.
Stream on life support until the AD demons are exorcised.
Yep. That's supposed to be a regular card because obviously it is a card. Go. And now we'll be able to actually set the values on it. So every time a new card is equipped, it's going to get the information, and then here we need to then use a blueprint interface to get the information from the player about that, the weapon or the card's info, and then we can display it every time from there. I think that's the plan. I'm genuinely kind of excited to do the character stuff. I really want to do it. more so than I want to do this, but I feel like I really need to do this because I've been wanting to do it for a while. So I don't want to just jump onto that. And I don't think this part is gonna take like super long, so it's better to just knock it out, get it done, and then we can start reworking all the enemies and all that. One thing I do need to look into with those enemies, now that we have potentially a new workflow for the pixel sprites, slightly new workflow, is I want to see if it's possible to have what's it called? Multiple layers automatically for a sprite setup to come in with just a JSON file or something like that. Where if you drag in like an _d and _n, it will automatically assign the normals to the sprite. But I wonder if it's possible to do that for all other like custom stuff. I need to look into that because it's possible to do custom stuff. It's going to open us to potentially have like outline as just a separate layer, which is good and bad. Good in the sense that it's convenient, bad in the sense of it's probably going to be more texture memory because you're going to need to load more textures technically. Shouldn't be that many, but it's still more. So with that set, let's go to interfaces. I want character info. There's going to be get just do get current weapon card info. Output. That can go into combat. I mean, I guess it's player. It is player, I guess. So just return this. And then in here, we just do get player pawn. And get this information. Then we need to have this be the weapon card, or I guess equipped weapon card. Set card info. Now this obviously is not going to work for the displaying. It is going to... Is it going to do anything? Not really. Yeah, I was going to get rid of the text because it has no inputs. So it is working. Okay. Let's go ahead and remove the pre-construct stuff. Let's make it actually construct, which is really what it should be. There's no reason for it to be on pre-construct. And now let's do a test on the player to spawn the widget. Um, debug key on 9. Oh, okay. Debug key 0. Create widget. Weapon abilities display. Add to viewport. So, why is this blank? It's not getting the info? Yeah, it's not getting the info. Okay, so where did I not set this up right? So I'm setting it on set new weapon. Is there a place that I'm... Oh, is it because it's doing the activate the base weapon? Yeah, it's on initialization is the problem, right? Yeah, here. I need to tell it to equip the base weapon. So if you don't change your equipment, then... So if we go here, no. This is correct. The icon is wrong. Why is the icon wrong? Okay, not everything is working. Why is this being set? I'll just make sure it's in printing first of all. No, so it didn't print right away. Why is this not triggering? Oh, because the current dungeon isn't equal to 1. Ah. Right, which would mean I can't do this not on... Okay, if the current dungeon level is equal to 0, that way it gets added into the hub. I won't be able to see it in the hub, but that doesn't matter. It'll be added in the... Oh, but it can't be... Because I don't want it to be added. Because then if you swap weapons and then go, then I have to remove it and it's a whole thing. So the best option is check that this is what it is. If it's not the boss room and it's equal to 1. And then if it's not, check that it is... Or check whether it is equal to 0. If it is... I guess the only part that I don't want to do at the end here is this. So here's what we can do instead. We do everything here as we were doing before, but here we do the check after this. So if this is, so we've gotten to the true, and we need to activate this as in it is the first level and all that good stuff. Then we do things as we were doing before. Still setting, but if it is not that, then check that it is equal to 0, because otherwise we don't want to do this. So if it is 0, then we still do this part. Damn it! Did I not? Why is it not printing? I feel like I should print. Okay, it is printing there. So what's going on? It should go here. No. What? Is it failing? Does the thing I have no unlocked cards? What's going on? It has no unlocked cards, some reason. Zero. So, huh? Hey, Ken, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay, let me just go back. So where am I? So a realization today while watching one of my tutorials. What's my name? I go by Crozian Online. That's the name goes on Twitch. Krozjin. Crozian. Why does this fail? It happens on Possess. All of the game mode stuff should be done. I should have unlocked cards. What's going on? Right, we have all this, so we populate it. Add card to library. Populate unlocked cards. Which happens at the beginning. Populate empty deck. Yeah. So I set it. I set unlock cards. It should not be empty. If I was to add a delay for shits and giggles. Okay, for shits and giggles, if I added a delay. But oh, it's because turn this off. 0. What? I have so many questions now. If this isn't working, how am I getting the card information? Well, is this working? If I run into the dungeon itself? Do you know what parameter type should be used for decal materials? What do I mean by parameter type? Oh, it totally works. Okay. Shit. You set it to be the whatever decal type it is. I don't know. Just make a decal, create a decal, and look at what type it is. I don't know. But then are you putting in the texture? Are you putting in the material? I'm not sure what you mean by decal, because decal is just an actor. When you create parameters, you can choose vector, string, etc. Yeah. So, but are you populating something on the decal actor? In which case, it's a variable of that you can see. The decal material is just a material. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a material. You can see what anything is. Which create a blueprint of it, and you can see what its type is. If you're ever unsure, if you just create something, it'll tell you. Like when you look at the variables, right? It'll tell you what it is. Right. So this works here. Set new weapon. Ah. This isn't valid because it's not a card. So I want to do... Let's see. I guess I can't check if it's valid, so I need to do if it's ability title is empty. And if it's not empty, then we do this. If it is empty, do this. And then on true here, let me take you. If this works, then I'll make this whole thing a function. No. So this is running. Name is blank. Oh, but it's going to return. The problem is the unlock cards. That's the problem. It's still, okay. So the problem is just unlock cards still. Well, I guess I don't need to. I could just do this. Probably. Instead of all of this. Oh, but. Oh, I see, but I need to get the information from the unlock cards. Yeah, why is unlock cards not populating? That's what I need to figure out. Oh, it's not populating because I'm starting it probably from here instead of like from the main menu. I bet you that could be the problem. Because it's not running the load stuff. Like if I do new game. No. Also, this is not right. Uh, Spawn actor node doesn't like it when you use a material instance parameter type. It gives an error in valid class. Are you putting in a material instance into the material instance invalid actor class in spawn actor by attribute? I think you're looking at the wrong thing. Invalid actor class is not an invalid attribute. I'm pretty sure it would say invalid attribute if the attribute was the problem. I think you just don't have the right parameter name in there. And you can test that easily by making the parameter name of the actor gibberish in that value. And if the error doesn't change, then it's confirmed that the problem isn't the attribute. The problem is that you're not putting into the right name. So the attribute in the PCG might be fine. You're just not putting it in the right place. Because you should be able to use a material instance just fine. There's also the you can do material it's not material blueprint. What's it called? It's called material interface is the type, which supports both materials and material instances, but that's irrelevant to whether you can plug it into the decal. That it takes both. So the attribute I'm pretty sure is fine. The problem is the name you put in for the actor. Okay, so this is going in here. Good. Unlock cards gets cleared. It's fine. We populate unlock cards. That does happen. So then this is populated. So if I did a print string here and then did a print string here, that is a different color. This one should be on top because it should fire after. Why is it on the bottom? Why did it fire then? Why did it fire after? So that is the problem. Okay. Okay, I understand. So the problem is that it is just the order of things. It doesn't have time to populate yet. So what I need to do is when it does the populate deck cards here, Or probably the unlock cards. What's the way to do this? I guess what's happening is Elio, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Because there's no dungeon to load, the player loads in immediately. And because the player loads in immediately, this stuff gets executed pretty much before all the rest of the game mode stuff can finish. That's why there's no unlock cards. So technically speaking, what I need to do is I need a way of getting a specific card. That's the thing. I need a way of getting a specific card at a specific rank as general functionality, and that will help. So let's think about this. Get a specific card. We can go get all the cards. We can go check all of them. Let's do for each loop break. Set. Check them and check the title. And then we can do add a string here as an int. Name. I think I need to do, to string. Do I do a contains or exact? I think it'd be better if it was exact. Equal exactly case in. Oh. Actually, let's do card title. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm back, sorry about that. So if the names match, I also want a tier. So I want an integer tier. So if these match, and card tier info, break the card tier is equal. I guess I should just yeah, that's fine. Get tier. If this also matches, actually I don't even need to do break, huh? Because if I add a return here, then it'll automatically break. I just realized. And return. And we're just going to return this card. From my understanding, a function stops running when you return it. From my experience, rather. Found card. Okay, so now what we can do is on the player, we can grab this, grab the weapon, we did this. If it's true, we're going to try doing you instead of this entire mess. Oh, and we need to do a Blueprint interface to get access to get access to that. Get a specific rename this to something else so it doesn't complain, and then I'm just gonna put this in the function, obviously in here. Get a specific card. Inputs are string and integer. I'll actually also do a Boolean output. In case I want to, because I probably want to check if I found a match or not. So now let's take all of you. So here, I'm just gonna say found card, match found, and then if at the end it finishes somehow and it didn't find anything, then it'll just return card not found. Okay. So now, here, we have the current weapon. Enum to string. And then get specific card. Get the weapon. Of this, if it found it. And obviously we still want to do everything else we were doing before. Okay. Don't need this. We still need the check. Okay, so if I didn't send any information through about what it is that the card that we're actually setting as the weapon, that's empty, then go ahead and just grab based off this, which means it's like the first one, which is fine. If we did send it through, so it's not empty, use it and continue on. Okay. Are we gonna have our weapon? God damn it. Why not? Oh, don't tell me that the tier 0. Tier 1. Let me just make that default 1. What's the bug? It's just the player spawns too quickly, so the cards don't have time to finish generating. And now that I'm thinking about that, that might still not be finished generating. Oh, works. Okay, if I just go here. Yeah, there we go. Spawn, open, immediately have this card. Okay. And if I was to give myself a different card, does it already control when a player spawns in game mode? Yeah. I'm waiting for the dungeon to be finished generating, but there's no dungeon here, so that's why he spawns right away. So this got updated, but this didn't. So this is filled. Obviously, I haven't filled in all the info here. Why did this not update? Probably do a main hub delegate that spawns the player after the cards are loaded or something maybe. Yeah, there's a few things I could do. True, acquired spellbolt. Okay, so it says true. So it means it's empty. Why is it empty? Oh, you know, right. It's empty because that's not how it just sends this through. I probably should be using this instead. Maybe. That works still. And then if I pick a weapon, why? Set current weapon here. It hasn't set it yet. So, order of operations. If I theoretically was to interact with that twice. 1, 2. Well, still. I feel like it should have worked, but clearly I'm wrong. Huh. Clearly I'm wrong. Get current weapon card info for the player. Either I set it here. This is true. Or I set it here. Okay, let me see about... You just do set new player weapon. I don't set any of the card info through here. That's fine. So this returns empty. Let me put this first. Let's see if that helps. Started back watching Spy Family after stopping at episode 3 or 4. It's going good. You have 4 seasons to catch up. Yeah, I heard good things about it, but I've never watched it myself. Why is it still this? Why is it the way it is? Yeah, great sword. What shenanigans is going on here? Is this not returning the right information or something? Yes, that's greatsword. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's all working. It did not do the... Wait, why didn't it go here? What? What? It's okay. I'm totally sane. Don't worry, guys. I'm just checking things that are clearly not even triggering at all. True. Acquired Spellbolt. If it's going to true, then it's not finding the specific card here, I imagine. Is that the problem? Spellbolt. That's a Spellbolt. What? But it can't find the card. Okay, why can't it find the card? Is it not called Spellbolt? It is, right? Oh, the card's name isn't Spellbolt. The weapon is Spellbolt. That's why. That is correct. It is doing the correct thing. So what I need to do is I just need to select on string. But because greatsword's greatsword. If this is equal to if this is equal to Spellbolt, is there going to be a better way of doing this? Can I instead... I'm not using a data table, so... Well, I guess I could just do a data table thing. Instead of this. Row name is type name. Yeah, let's do it this way. Because get specific card from DT data table. Row name. So instead, it's just going to do this. And if it found, just don't do this whole thing. If it didn't find anything, obviously just return match found false. Otherwise, match found true and found card. which will allow us to then not need this, and this is now the row name. Can I just convert this to name by any chance? I can. Something tells me this is not going to work, and I need to convert it to a string and then to a name. Is my guess, but let's see what this prints. Yes, I do. That's usually the case. To string, enum to string, and then this is to name. That works. Okay, there's the great sword. And can't wait to do team buffs. So there will be something to code. Yeah, that's it's gonna be fun. Yeah, there we go. Got him. Should have done the data table from the start. But there we go. Obviously, the abilities icons are here. Here, so it's auto-populating the card that you have and everything. Theoretically, if I did a different weapon right now and just activated a different card. So if I activated the tier 3 one. Yeah, tier 3. So you see you have tier 3, there's your ability, there's your description and everything. What a terrible description. Why is that so bad? 100% on left click special attack damage, 10% 10 base damage. This needs to be updated. But hey, it works. There's the abilities, they work. It's not the most pretty thing in the world, but it works. And that's the main thing. So Monday we will go ahead and actually set this up to go to the actual menus, and we'll put the deck builder in a special spot, give its own portal or something, probably portal, and go from there. Maybe I'll go a small portal for the deck builder. Good stuff. And I now have a way of getting a card if I want to, which is pretty good because then I can just get the card and just set the tier to be whatever I want. You know? Yeah, that's all it takes. I wonder if there's if I should do that for other places instead of doing the all cards. But we'll see. We'll see. I guess all cards is still useful for the debug screen. Yeah. And then we can go and work on the reworking the packs of mobs and give them base mobs, elites, champions, or whatever else, and get to have a bunch of fun with that. I'm genuinely looking forward to that. So, probably next week. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you had fun. Sunday's video is about doing multiple camera renders, which is how I'm doing my conversion right now to sprites. So I'll show that. Although you could do it just for, like, if you need to show someone an animation or something and do it multiple camera renders in one go. Super useful. So, yeah. Should be good. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night and a lovely weekend. And I'll see you all on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.